Nope.
Alrighty guys, so here are my settings. I'm in window mode right now, when at full screen, just because it's easier to tab out, but you always want to stay in full screen, so start with that. So you want to be full screen, main display. It will put you into your native res. You want to stay in your native res. That allows you to perform pretty good. Sometimes if you are running lower quality, you can go to the next res down, but I wouldn't recommend it. The next setting is VSync. I like to keep that off because it leaves a lot of less delay. You know, with it on, it is way more chunky, I feel like, and it just doesn't play as smooth. Now, frame rate limit, this can go anyway. I keep it on unlimited, but you're recommended to put it on your monitor's refresh rate. It's really up to you. It just depends on your PC's performance. Now, however, if your PC does run like slower or anything, I would put it maybe lower. Like, for example, if you're really struggling, 60 to 120 is where you want to go. Right now I'm putting my rendering mode in performance. It's best for competitive. You can use DirectX 12 settings, and I can go over that. If I'm going to do something like that, I'll use, NVIDIA settings there. But performance is best for competitive. It makes everything kind of smoother. These are all my color settings, and it just makes my game look way better, way more vibrant. As you can see in the videos before, I think they look pretty good, but you're free to change whatever. 100%. Contrast is 1, Triton open, and 10. Not a lot there to go over. Now the graphics quality set. Never auto set quality. I don't think it's worth it. It will always play you down, and it's not going to give you the best for your computer. So here you want to keep your minimum 3D res at 100. Dynamic 3D resolution, you want to keep that off. Now view distance will rock far, because if you're in games and you're in battle royale and you're trying to win these games, you have to be able to see further on. You're sniping and stuff. It's smart to keep your view distance far. Now everything else can go low. Nothing crazy. You'll still have everything you need on your map, your characters, your guns. Everything will look pretty good. It's just not going to be those crazy graphics you've seen in other people's videos. Alright, now shown FPS. I like to keep that on just to keep an idea of anything. Latency markers, I'm not too crazy to have, but you guys can also use that. And then for computer, NVIDIA Reflex low latency is very great. I love it. I think it's great for I feel like it really is just great for about anything. On does pretty good. It just makes you feel a lot smoother, but on plus boost is where you really get that extra. Alrighty, now on the audio, these are all my audio settings. Feel free to do whatever's comfortable for you. I just have music down a little bit because it gets annoying and the game can get loud, so I have mine turned down a lot. Sound quality, 3D headphones is smart. I don't know why I had that off, but hit markers, hey, you guys are free to do everything. Communications. Alright, now these are my NAE settings. Building, I have... Here, actually, let's go through all of this. So movement, toggle sprint. Should be off. Either way, that's at whatever you're comfortable with. I like toggle sprint though, because you just press it once and it's kind of like set. You are going to be doing a lot of sprinting anyways. Auto open doors. I was really on edge about that one. I didn't really know, but I have a lot of times where I might mess up an edit. Like, for example, I'm free building 1v1ing and I accidentally open a door, edit out a door, and then it won't open. So it's really up to you. If you're really good at editing, I wouldn't really worry about it, because there are situations where you want to keep them closed, but again, it's up to you guys. Now, mantle, hurdle activation. again, these are all up to you. Combat, this is what feels best to me. Hold a swap pickup. I don't want to sit there and wait for it, so I just would rather pick it up straight away. ADS, you want to keep that while held. Mark danger when ADS. Auto pickup weapons, it's really up to you, but it would be more annoying in my opinion. And yeah. Alright, now for these, you don't want to use simple build, and you don't use simple edit. Of course, you want to have a reset there, because you can do scroll over reset if you play keyboard and mouse. Turbo building, let's see. That's literally the only way you're going to be able to crank up and have these fast builds. You want to rock turbo building. I disable pre-edit option because sometimes it like messes up and wants me to like do that in the middle of me trying to edit, and it's just, you know, you never really use it. Auto confirm edits, you want that to both, and that should be all there. And if you're having like more lag or anything, I would turn off any like lighting, highlights, all this kind of stuff. Your replays, definitely turn those off unless you just really want to have your replays there. The game UI, you know, that's all up to you guys as well. So we'll go through that. Touch emotion, again, not really worried about much of this. More of a controller thing. Alright, now mouse and keyboard. Let's go to the top. Invert mouse view, you don't want to do that. You don't want to invert any of this. My x-axis sense is 11.1. My y-axis sense is 11.1. Targeting sense 31.1. Scope sense 31.4. Overall, these work best for me. My DPI is at about 800 to 850, so play around and see what feels comfortable for you. I keep my building sense at 100, and I turned up my editing sense to 110, just because sometimes when you're in those edits, you need to flick around, and it just makes it a little bit faster. Again, it's up to your comfortability, so play around with these settings too, but this is just a baseline for me. Zoom scaling, I have that at legacy. And then ignore controller input. That's just if you have another controller or anything else hooked in, you know, it will ignore that. That's why I locked my input as mouse, though. I don't really keep a controller plugged in, but it is up to you guys. And yeah, that's all there. My keybinds. Now, my keybinds are weird. You have to get used to them, but they are the best if you don't like to play with your mouse buttons a lot, you know. Because I used to build my mouse buttons, but I switched it all to my keyboard. Everything's around each other. Obviously, your walk buttons. My crouch is control. My sprint is my side mouse button, and you'll see why in a second. Jump. My weapons, reload. So my pickaxe is 1, and then my first slot is 2. My second is 3. My third is X, and then my 4 is 5, and my 5th is Z. And you'll see these are really odd, but at the same time, it keeps everything in a general spot on the left side of your keyboard, so you're not having to go across your entire keyboard. My pocket slot's Y, I don't really use that a lot. And other than that, let's see. Use is tab, and that's because I get in my inventory with I. Your building's gonna be control, wall is Q, stairs E, your floor is C. Your roof is shift, and your trap is T. And then, yeah, I edit with F. And that's about it. Now, if you do want to scroll or reset like I do, when you go to your reset building here, click on it, scroll down, use that. And that way, instead of sitting here and having to press a button, hold it down, and then edit it like normal, you could just sit here and scroll your scroll wheel real quick, and it'll automatically close off those builds and fights. Here's the rest of my settings there. And yeah, not a whole lot to go over. These are just for extra game modes. Anyways, guys, I really hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, let me know. These are just the general settings I use, and I seem to do pretty good with them. I have been using them for quite a while now, but if you guys have any questions or concerns, you know, if you have any video ideas, comment down below and let me know what you want to see. But anyways, like, subscribe, and thank you guys for the support.